Noisy Pixel.
When I looked at a screenshot of Steam Prison for the very first time, I had a preconceived notion that the game was simply gorgeous. Luckily for me, Manga Gamer announced that they would localize the steampunk-themed Otame game. Since I consider myself to be a huge sci-fi geek, I was looking forward to its release, and it's finally here. I have to admit, I had high expectations for Steam Prison. I mean, an Otame game with steampunk elements, that's a must play. After playing through it, I can definitely say this game didn't let me down. I'm Brad Crespo and this is Noisy Pixel's review for Steam Prison by Lynn Carmello. Steam Prison has players step into the shoes of a lovely main protagonist, whom you give a name, who was born into the Heights, a world where the government decides what's best for its citizens, including whom they have to love or marry. Due to an incident, the protagonist decides to become a police officer and goes on an assignment with her partner, Finn. They go to the Depths, a place underground full of criminals, and following their visit, the protagonist's parents are murdered and she's the prime suspect. With Finn being the only person who believes her, the protagonist ends up being sent to the depths for her alleged crime, and this is when the story begins to truly unfold. The story itself is very interesting since it follows the theme that not all things are as they seem, and I found myself being immersed in the story from beginning to end. Unlike most Otame protagonists who are silent bystanders, Steam Prison's protagonist is a strong and determined female lead who is quick to share her thoughts on what's happening around her. She's different from your typical Otame protagonist, which is one of the reasons why this game is so unique. As far as romance mechanics go, Steam Prison has 5 love interests you can romance, which lead to making multiple choices and experiencing different endings. Each choice you make might raise or lower your affection with the character, or it simply doesn't affect anything. There are many gameplay mechanics that make your playthrough experience easier, like the option to see how a choice will affect the story, and the option to go back to a previous choice. I only wish there was an option to skip choices, however. Another feature which I think is unique in this game is that the perspective changes occasionally, and you're able to read the thoughts of certain love interests. This feature lets you see what characters are talking about when the protagonist isn't around. It's a neat feature, and I especially liked it because it let me understand how my relationships with other characters developed. Like for instance, what my sweetheart was thinking or doing behind my back. Rather than simply reading text, every character, except for the protagonist, is voiced, so you get to hear every character's thoughts and opinions. The quality of the voice acting is superb, and the artwork is gorgeous, making Steam Prison one high-quality visual novel. I liked how the character sprites had different facial expressions, and the option to choose from 2 font styles was a nice touch. As far as audio goes, the game's sound design and soundtrack perfectly match the game's overall feel. Steam Prison truly is such a unique Otame game that we absolutely need more of. Its themes of love and humanity will undoubtedly capture your attention, and the main protagonist is one of a kind. All in all, Steam Prison is absolutely worth playing through again and again. Noisy Pixel is giving Steam Prison a 9.4 out of 10. Thank you for watching. You can read our full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all of our future content.